The good member from the 2nd Legislative District, Representative Barkis.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Well, Mr. Speaker, here we are, second to the last day, passing the transportation budget off the floor of the House. A culmination of a lot of work, as you have just heard from the many members who have spoken about the various aspects and elements of this fine piece of policy that we put forth today. Mr. Speaker, I just want to take a second and talk about the process. Mr. Speaker, you've heard the word bipartisan, and in this case, it is not loosely used. It truly is a bipartisan process. Mr. Speaker, I think it's a great example that we start when we talk about this budget, and we form what's called a budget cabinet. And the chair and his vice chairs are very gracious in working with us as the ranking and the assistant ranking. Mr. Speaker, what comes out of that process is the ability to allow for ideas, suggestions, different ways to look at how we accomplish the best possible outcomes for the people of the state of Washington. Mr. Speaker, there were times where we were looking at how are we going to accomplish this with these projects, bringing them back up. How are we going to take care of our state patrol? How are we going to deal with the delivery of these projects, Mr. Speaker? And out of that, ideas were allowed to flourish. Never suppressed, Mr. Speaker, to flourish. And as a result, you'll see in this budget a future that will help Washington State deliver projects more efficiently, more cost-effectively, on time for the people of the state of Washington. By working with our local jurisdictions, Mr. Speaker, these ideas would not have happened and not be part of this budget if it were not for the ability to work together. Mr. Speaker, I too want to thank our incredible staff. The Office of Program Research, as we honored yesterday, is integral in everything we do. We could not do it without them. Our caucus staff that is with us. Mr. Speaker, day in and day out, nighttime, daytime, they were there for us, providing everything that we need. And finally, Mr. Speaker, I would like to thank my partner in this, the chair of the Transportation Committee, the good gentleman from the 27th, for his friendship, for his guidance, for his leadership in guiding us through this process, through the conference, to get to where we are today, to put forth a product, a policy, a budget that we can stand proud and vote yes for today for the people of Washington State. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.